This is a KGW News Special Edition.
Shutdown avoided for now. Late today, the Senate passed a bill that prevents a government shutdown at midnight. Thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Gordon. The bill now goes to President Joe Biden's desk for approval, and the White House has indicated he will sign it. This comes after House Speaker Kevin McCarthy worked with Democrats to avoid a shutdown during today's House vote. Hardline Republicans were already threatening to take the Speaker's gavel from him even before he got Democrats to help pass the bill. Ali Vitale has more.
We've got to understand why we are here.
Tonight, House Speaker Kevin McCarthy defiant.
If somebody wants to make a motion against me, bring it. There has to be an adult in the room.
2/3 being in the affirmative, the rules are suspended.
Having dispensed with the business of keeping the government open, McCarthy now bracing for the possibility of his own members coming for his job, all because he worked with Democrats to avoid a shutdown.
When are you guys going to get over that it's all right that you put America first? That it's all right if Republicans and Democrats join together to do what is right?
That's exactly what some hardline Republicans warned him about.
If Democrats bail out McCarthy, as they may do, then I will lead the resistance to this uniparty.
McCarthy's hold on power is tenuous. Just one member of the House can introduce a motion to vacate, triggering a vote that could oust the Speaker. The result of McCarthy's own negotiations to get the job in the first place. The California congressman earning the Speaker's gavel after a historic 15 rounds of balloting back in January, conceding power to the far right of his party.
That was easy, huh?
Now a waiting game for if threats turn to action. Is anyone talking about a motion to vacate?
Yeah, everybody's talking about it. But
is it going to happen?
I'd say it'll be filed at some point.
Would you vote to oust the Speaker?
That isn't what we're talking about right now.
That's the conversation that I'm not even willing to have right now.
Well, that'll be something I'll chat with my colleagues about.
All right, closer to home, a group of homeless Portlanders is suing the city for its new restrictions around camping. The class action suit says the daytime camping ban and other rules violate Oregon law and the state constitution. While the city has not started enforcing the ordinance, the complaint alleges it subjects people to unreasonable punishments that include fines and jail time. Plaintiffs are asking for an immediate injunction to prevent enforcement. All right, now let's take a look outside on this Saturday night. Beautiful night out there. Look at that moon in the sky and a lot of sunny weather ahead of the first day of October tomorrow. Meteorologist Joe Ranieri joins us with the latest. Joe, what's next?
Yeah, tomorrow's the first day of October and my kids are already asking, hey, let's go to the pumpkin patch. I'm like, hey, let's pump the brakes here. You know, not quite yet. Yeah, we're going to be looking at your quintessential fall weather, especially for tomorrow morning. What does that mean? Well, we're not going to be seeing any rain, I can tell you that, but we are going to be seeing some crisp air move through. We're looking at clear skies right now. Temperatures on your Saturday night look like this in the low 60s after seeing daytime highs earlier this afternoon right around the upper 60s. A few locations hit 70 degrees. It'll be a little bit warmer heading into tomorrow, but this is what we saw earlier this morning for your overnight lows. Very comfortable, I would say. Upper 40s to low 50s, 46 over in Hillsborough, down in parts of Yamhill County, McMinnville, you woke up to a temperature of 43. Yeah, well, I bring up this because we are going to be seeing some cooler temperatures heading into tomorrow morning. I'm expecting to see lows drop it down to right around the low to mid 40s. So a lot of us anywhere from 40 to maybe 45, 46 as we start off your Sunday morning. But it is going to be sunny and pleasant heading into the afternoon. We got some really pleasant conditions heading into the next few days. We have that ridge of high pressure that will be moving through. So the threat of rain is out of the question for tomorrow, but it comes back into the picture by Monday. But after that, I'm tracking a little bit of a warm up. Nothing crazy, but something very comfortable as we head into the first week of October. I'll talk more about that in just a few minutes.
All right. Thanks a lot, Joe. We'll see you then. Well, today, Mothers Against Drunk Driving held a walk in Hillsborough to raise awareness and funds to help prevent the preventable crime. KGW's China Green was there and spoke to a family in attendance for the first time, walking in a fundraiser they never thought they'd be a part of.
You can wake up any day and your day can change for forever. We woke up on August 3rd and we became a part of this group that we never wanted to be included in.
That group is Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
My sister's poster's right over here at the beginning of the walkway.
Justine Baker's sister, Danielle Abrams, was killed less than 2 months ago in Vancouver by a driver suspected to be under the influence. Danielle was in the comfort of her own home when her life was taken.
She'd just gotten home from work. She was texting me on her phone, and she was sitting on the couch with my brother. My brother went to hand the dog to her, and he said before he even turned around to sit back down, the couch wasn't underneath him anymore. And when he looked over for my sister, there was a car.
Less than 2 months later, Justine flew in from Denver to raise awareness, funds, and honor her sister.
We want to bring awareness to drugged and drunk driving. I don't think there's enough that's being done for it currently. The maximum sentence that my sister's offender will get will be 6 to 9 years. And for taking a life, that's not enough.
It's a beautiful day to come together.
Today, victims' families of drunk driving came together for a community walk in Hillsborough for Mothers Against Drunk Driving. Pictures of victims, like Justine's sister, line the path. At Rood Bridge Park, they didn't walk a certain distance, but a symbolic amount of time, 45 minutes.
And that is to reflect the statistic that in America, approximately every 45 minutes, somebody is killed by an impaired driver.
Kate Duke with Mothers Against Drunk Driving says we are hitting crisis levels of impaired driving cases.
When you're out having a good time, when you're planning to go somewhere, somehow the travel arrangements seem to be the last thing that are taken into consideration. And we are seeing double-digit increases in fatal crashes across the country.
And unfortunately, but fortunately, that's when Mothers Against Drunk Driving comes in.
It's an important resource to have if something like this happens to you, and it happens to more families than ever should.
So they can walk with you during the worst moments of your life.
She's helped us with resources. She's helped us coordinate the death certificates and different funds that you can apply for to help financial means, because this is a big financial devastation. I think it's really important to understand that your life can be taken in the blink of an eye, and you don't have a choice in what happens to you. I mean, how much more safe do you need to be? My sister was in her house on a couch in her living room.
In Hillsborough, China Green, KGW News.
Well, as for the suspect in that deadly crash, who has been identified as Karen Baker, no relation to the victim's sister, Justine Baker. She's set to be in court this week with a trial scheduled for later in October. Well, now to developing news where a Polk County deputy was shot during an officer-involved shooting near Salem. This happened at 1:30 Saturday morning on Highway 22. Oregon State Police say it left one suspect dead, a second suspect hurt, and a third arrested. During the investigation, Highway 22 was closed in both directions at Dokes Ferry Road and College Drive Northwest. The sheriff's office said the deputy's injuries are not life-threatening. We also have new information on the shooting that sent one man to the hospital in North Portland. It happened Friday afternoon near North Fowler and Kilpatrick Streets in the Kenton neighborhood, not far from Columbia Park. The shooting left one man hurt and sent to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. But Portland police now say they're looking into the possibility that the shooting was accidental. A rifle was found at the scene, and they say they're not looking for any suspects. Today, we also found out the name of the man found dead in southeast Portland earlier this week. He's been identified as 46-year-old Travis Barasic. His body was found along Southeast 26th and Division Thursday in the Hosford-Abernethy neighborhood. The suspects left the scene before police arrived. Portland police are investigating this death as a homicide. Now to a southeast Portland artist recovering from a health scare and at the same time dealing with a crime that left her out tens of thousands of dollars. As Daisy Caballero reports this evening, the artist also believes she was targeted.
This used to be the safest place that I could think of to live, and it's not anymore.
On the corner of Southeast Stark and 28th Avenue, you'll find the Stark Street Studios, where many local independent artists in Portland call their sanctuary. But jewelry maker Carol Greiwe says that changed last month when burglars broke into the studio and stole thousands of dollars worth of items inside.
I really think I was targeted. Thank God they didn't trash my studio. I'm grateful for that.
Carol found the aftermath a week after getting out of the hospital after suffering a life-threatening brain bleed.
It's just such a violation, you know, this is my personal space. This is an extension of who I am and what I do.
She said she was hysterical when she connected the dots that she was robbed.
came to unlock my door, and the door actually fell on me after I unlocked it. Came to realize that the pins were slipped. The door was put back in place, so it wasn't obvious that someone had been in here. Turned on the lights and saw that my safe was gone.
The safe was bolted into the ground with about $25,000 worth of gold, silver, pearls, and handcrafted gemstones inside.
It's not just an attack on my friend, it's small businesses all over town are suffering.
Carol's best friend and studio mate Amy Fields was also robbed and is frustrated with the ongoing hits to small businesses in Portland.
We work really hard, and a lot of our work kind of runs the city.
Amy has also worked out of the studio for decades and never thought her business was in jeopardy.
Maybe I was naive in that thought. I mean, I had my form of insurance, which was a safe that was bolted to the ground, and bolting my window with cross beams.
While recovering from these two major hits won't be easy, Carol says she's focused on her future and the people who are there by her side.
I will build again. I will survive 100%.
Carol is looking into buying a security camera and install a metal fence on her door. And because of her brain bleed, Carol doesn't know when she'll go back to work. Her friends have created a GoFundMe that you can find at KGW.com. Daisy Caballero, KGW News.
And we sure wish her the best. Well, it seems there will be no school on Monday for some students in the Tigard-Tualatin School District. This comes after a bomb threat connected to a viral video prompted evacuations this week. Senior district officials ordered Hazelbrook Middle School students and staff to leave campus on Friday after administrators say they were hit with multiple threats over the past few days, culminating in the bomb threat. This came after a video of a student attacking another student at the school went viral. That video has been politicized on social media by some claiming, without evidence, the alleged perpetrator identifies as transgender. The district says the student who allegedly attacked a peer has been arrested and is facing criminal and school investigations. The FBI is collaborating with local law enforcement on the threats. Though students don't have school, teachers are still scheduled to be back on campus on Monday.